Homelander finally lost all his superpowers. He strained hard toward the sky, yet could no longer lift off the ground. At this moment, Homelander looked helpless like a lost child. Billy watched the scene, secretly pleased, coldly observing Homelander's futile attempts. Homelander quickly came up with a trick and struck first against Billy, but Billy easily blocked his attack. Two left and right hooks knocked Homelander unconscious, followed by a heavy punch straight into his stomach. Billy then grabbed Homelander tightly by the shoulders. Dazed from the beating, Homelander finally recognized his current situation. He was no longer the almighty Homelander, only an ordinary man, unable to win a physical fight against Billy. Lying on the ground, unable to get up, Homelander began begging non-stop. He said he could hand Vought International over to Billy and order Shapeshifter to take the appearance of Billy's wife to stay by Billy's side forever. His humiliating, desperate pleas were witnessed by everyone watching the live broadcast. They saw Homelander drop to his knees before Billy, like a broken dog, promising to accept any terms as long as his life was spared. But Billy did not hesitate for a second and kicked Homelander harshly to the ground. Only then did Homelander seem to realize what awaited him. He stopped begging and slowly sat upright. And with that, Homelander's story came to an end. Looking back at the previous episode, Homelander was holding a live television broadcast inside the White House when Billy and Kimiko tracked him down. Once Homelander learned Kimiko had awakened her sonic blast, capable of stripping his powers, he attacked. Without hesitation, Heat Vision sent Billy and Kimiko crashing against the wall. Refusing to wait for defeat, both unleashed their full powers to fight Homelander. The brutal fight shocked viewers watching the live stream. Most of them had never seen real combat between super-powered beings. Billy fought Homelander with every ounce of strength, constantly urging Kimiko to use her sonic blast on him. Homelander had no intention of holding back. He only wanted to finish his fight with Billy, eliminate Kimiko once and for all. As Homelander and Billy fought evenly, Ryan suddenly flew in through the window, turning the scene into a three-way standoff. Ryan's arrival marked the most critical turning point of the whole series. He chose neither his biological father Homelander nor his adoptive father Billy, making an independent decision for the very first time, symbolizing he had truly gained autonomy. With Ryan's assistance, the battle grew intense, yet even working together, the two could only fight Homelander to a stalemate. Seeing Kimiko frozen in place, Billy urged her again to fire her sonic blast. Kimiko struggled to summon rage inside herself, but could not activate her power, no matter how hard she tried. In a daze, Kimiko saw the deceased Frenchie walking toward her. Frenchie stepped closer and gently asked what troubled her. When Kimiko told him, she felt endless sorrow instead of anger. Frenchie smiled and told her, "Rage is not what makes you strong. It has never been. It has always been yours." This formed the series' most heartwarming twist. Everyone once believed strength came from anger, yet Frenchie's words revealed love and conviction are the true invincible power, completing Kimiko's ultimate growth. Kimiko finally managed to unleash her sonic blast, stripping Homelander, Billy, and Ryan of all their superpowers. In an instant, watching Homelander flail around clumsily, like a buffoon, Billy finally avenged his wife, Becca. Seeing Homelander collapsed on the ground, the members of the boys all breathed a sigh of relief. Footage of Homelander's humiliating breakdown repeatedly aired across every news channel. Ashley was formally dismissed following a full congressional vote. The members of the boys only smiled quietly, never viewing themselves as heroes saving the world. Billy found Ryan and told him they could leave everything behind, find somewhere new, and live anonymously. Ryan replied firmly, "I know what my dad was, and it's better that he's gone, but you're not a good person either. I didn't choose you over him. I chose myself. I'm sorry, but I don't want a fresh start with you." Billy respected Ryan's decision. He returned to his bedroom, hoping to play with his beloved dog, Terra, only to find Terra lying motionless inside his doghouse, having already passed away. Terra's death was the final straw, breaking Billy. The puppy had been his only emotional anchor amid his dark life. With Terra gone, Billy lost all reason to keep living. He was now completely alone. He opened his drawer, revealing the virus capable of killing every super. On television, Stillwell appeared confidently, announcing her return as CEO of Vought International. Watching this, Billy made up his mind. He quietly drove away from their base. Huey heard movement and rushed to Billy's bedroom. Spotting the open virus container, he immediately sensed disaster and chased after Billy by car. Upon arriving at Vault Tower, Huey discovered security guards lying dead in pools of blood. When he reached the main lobby, Billy was already waiting there. He had not released the virus yet. Confusion and conflict swirling inside his mind. Even after defeating Homelander, Vault still existed and superhumans had not vanished entirely. If Vault wished, they could create a new Homelander anytime. And after this failure, the next version would be even stronger and far more terrifying. Yet Huey had to stop Billy. If the virus was unleashed, Starlight would also lose her life. Huey could not bear to lose her, so he tried desperately to reason with Billy. Seeing Huey draw a gun, Billy believed he would never pull the trigger. Shooting a comrade, someone who fought beside you, demanded extraordinary courage. While his words distracted Billy suddenly lunged, launching a vicious assault against the highly trained veteran Billy. Huey could barely defend himself. His gun was knocked away, and pain swept all over his body, leaving him unable to stand. Billy stared at Huey on the floor, grabbed the virus activator, and prepared to press the release button. At that split second, Huey's face blurred before Billy's eyes, turning into his younger self. The younger version of him carried unwavering eyes filled with burning hatred. Billy slowly loosened his grip and was accidentally struck by Huey. Huey rushed forward apologetic, but Billy had already found peace. A dying man speaks sincere words. Driven to extreme measures after losing everything he cared about, Billy's death was the best possible ending for him. Trapped by hatred his entire life, he had never lived for himself. Dying at the hands of Huey, the brother he cherished, granted him redemption, breaking the endless cycle of vengeance. In the freeze, he was buried beside his beloved Becca. All his friends gathered before Billy's tomb, reading the eulogy softly. With Billy, the heart of the team gone, the boys officially disbanded. Kimiko left first, letting go of everything to embrace a new future. Mother's Milk smiled and bid everyone farewell. Taking Ryan under his careful care, Huey and Starlight, the young couple, departed last. Staring at the epic, time flowed onward. Mother's Milk could finally live freely with his wife. His loving family welcomed Ryan, granting Ryan the warmth and sense of belonging he had always wanted. Kimiko adopted a puppy, loyal, gentle, and affectionate, just like Frenchie. Walking on the street, Huey received a phone call from the newly inaugurated president. The president thanked the boys for everything, explaining numerous dangerous soups had escaped custody. He planned to rebuild the Soups Affairs Bureau and hoped Huey would serve as director. Huey turned down the offer outright, as he had started his own business. Huey ran a video store with Starlight as manager, and their baby would soon become the shop's little heir. Soon after, Huey picked up an emergency rescue alert on police radio. He gently sent Starlight outside. "Take care of your mom, Robin." From a weak, ordinary man who helplessly watched his girlfriend Robin die at a train's hands, to a reliable guardian holding fast to his morals, Huey experienced the most profound and touching transformation. From a captive experiment, too terrified to speak to someone, redeemed by Frenchie's love carrying his last wish forward to live toward the light, Kimiko finally became the person she once dreamed of being. As for Billy, bound by hatred, his whole life never living for himself, death brought him ultimate liberation. Homelander was never some untouchable deity, only a tragic product, carefully manufactured by Vaught's capital. Beneath his arrogant exterior lay deep-seated cowardice. The moment he lost his powers revealed his truest, most pitiful form.